Alright, hey guys, Ninja just right here. I figure I might as well post a deck profile of my 7 Seas deck. I've been playing it for a long time, and not really a long time, but enough time that hasn't been shown off yet. Because I also might be getting rid of it, so that's the only shot I have. And I was playing on stream the other day, so I figure it's my list, so I like to show it off. It's not too bad. I haven't done any major events with it yet, but I don't think I will. So, may not be able to see it other than this, so yeah. Let's get ready. Go. Alright, starter Peter. He's pretty good. He's like the only starter other than the Grade 3 Searcher that replaces itself by going into Soul or somewhere. So it's a lot better than like everything else. Like this deck wants cards, not like a starter that kills itself like Grenache done flip 2. Or the ones that like mills certain cards. Or the one that like just mills. This is a lot better. I'll take the Counter Blast. This deck doesn't have a lot of them. Triggers. 8 crit, 4 stand, and 4 heal. The stands are amazing. This deck should run always 4 stands, because you can always bring multiple ones back when Night Mist. And it gets plus 10 to guys, it's great. And Night Crow can sack it off to, put it back in the deck. It's fantastic. And then the crits are crits. I like these crits because these ones I played back in the day when I played Granblue, that first deck. Same with the heal triggers. Grid 1s. 4 flips. 4 Stride Enablers, 4 Cutlass, and 2 Night Crow. I'm only running 2 Night Crow because as long as one hits the graveyard, you're good to go. Because you can always bring it back somehow. As long as it doesn't go back to deck against Granblue or not Granblue, Gears, or Banish against Narconomy, it's fine. Or Deleters, whichever. And 4 Cutlass is amazing. Better than Banshee because you want to get your stuff out of the soul as much, like less than you want. Well, that's bad wording. Banshee just gets cards. Cutlass gets stuff out of the soul. That's why it's amazing. The power literally doesn't matter. Because my attackers are 11s. As long as I'm hitting, it's fine. And if anything, just sack for Night Crow. But I just need to get stuff out of my soul. I don't need cards. That's why Banshee's not that good. I have to wait till GB1 to start doing stuff with the graveyard, pretty much. So Banshee's pretty bad. 4 Stride Neighbor shows a Stride deck. This deck literally cannot play if it doesn't have a Stride. Like, very, very few circumstances where it can actually play without striding for a turn. It sucks. So, 4. And 4 flip guards because this deck needs Counter Blast all the time. And this thing is bound to hit the graveyard. It's Granblue. It's going to mill something and I'm going to draw it. Even though there's not a lot of milling in this deck. Grade 2s, 4 Rune Shade, 4 Negaruk, 2 Cannoneer, Slash Shade, and Pocker. I only just started playing Slash Shade and it's pretty great for what it is. Like, only for Night Rose turns, though. It's bad otherwise, because, like, I don't want to use the Counter Blast for this. I want to use the Counter Blast for Night Mist. Because I get to call 2 dudes from this, I'll get to call 1 from this, and it sticks. So it has very limited usage, but it's pretty great when it goes off. Pockers, because Crail Elemental's in here. If a deck can tutor a Grade 2 somehow, like Golds, Royals, this deck, Angels, should be playing this because of Crail Elemental G-Guards, and so you don't lose instantly to Chaos and stuff like that. I was playing 4 Cannoneer, but I want these guys in here. Cannoneer's pretty great. It's like the only deck you can play him in because he's the kind of one to kill a dude when he comes back from the grave and draw a card. So he gets your deck moving and keeps like just for problem stuff every once in a while. You see a Laurels, bam. Stupid starter, bam. Stupid rear guard, bam. It's great. A go-to target to mill off Obadiah, even though I don't use him that much. 4 Rook, because he's ginormous, he's the best Granblue card ever. And Rune Shade. Rune Shade's okay. I mean, I'm playing with Columbard for a bit. Like this whole week. And it's okay too. Like, this other spot isn't, like, anything. Like, this all that matters is these guys. And, like, these want to be in the grave, these want to be in my hand, because I can call from my hand, be 16. So this spot's just open. Rune Shade's okay because I have like a lot of cards that are good to mill and some that are like whatever. Like this can, if I bring it back and get a card out of it, this like bring back GB1, I can start doing stuff. So there's enough cards in here that are worth milling randomly to warrant the Rune Shade. Even though I wish there was better cards. Like Columbard isn't even that amazing either because the Counter Blast usage hurts so much and it's a card that sticks. And I'm not a fan of that. So I want to not lose chaos. Now, only 3 Night Mist and 4 Pledged In. I'm not a fan of the break ride, even though it does win me a lot of games. I'd rather have just the call off of this. Just ride, call, dude. Like, if my guy gets killed, if I'm going first, I can just bam, bring it back. And start going 9s on stuff. It is what it is. I never ever use his other effects. I only have one of this. I only started playing it, like, this week, so I'm never going to resolve that. That doesn't matter. Except the times where I'm on 3 and I do it. Only in very limited times where I'll actually need to bring it back. It pretty much just think of it's never gonna happen. Unless you have like 4. Actually, no, if you have like 3 counterblasts and you have a stand trigger, then I'd say it's fine. I never broke her from the grave, pretty much, I'm saying. Which I don't think is a good play at all. Unless you're like missing a 3. That's the only time it's ever relevant. If you're missing a 3 or you can't stride without. Like, you need like 3 cards and you need to stride, something like that. Yeah, that personally is never happening. 4 Night Mist, I go into these all the time. There are plenty of games where I go into 4 and I need more of these, because he's the only thing that makes this deck even playable. Combos 1, bring 2 guys from back, 5 and 7 C's hard, so it's everything. And do that at the end phase. It's amazing. It's the only reason why this deck works. And same with Rook, because it's a column. Like, I bring columns back, pretty much, all the time. Like, 2 sides, like a Cannoneer and a Rook, to kill a guy and have a guy. Cutlass, if I need a draw. Stand trigger for power. My hand's terrible, I can bring these back. Draw cards. It's just what Granblue does. It plays without a hand. Just put stuff in the grave, bring right back. And he's the epitome of it. So it's pretty much, it's not even really a 7C's deck. This is just a generic deck. Generic Granblue deck. Which is, I'm perfectly fine with. I proxied Night Rose for a while. But it was so combo heavy, I couldn't bear myself to play it because I would lose a lot. Because the cards in my hand are too important to keep in my hand. And a lot of stuff needs to go right playing Night Mist deck. Night Rose deck, sorry. They have Night in the name, I get confused. 4 Night Rose, I only just got the 2 here. These are really expensive GSS fodder, because I rarely go into this. I never have the counterblast. And it's only worth it if you can have cards first and then Night Rose. Because Night Rose into a column, like, why bother? I mean, you can just go into this. It takes more counterblasts. Which is the reason why I don't run Column Bard that often, because, like, the Combos 1 can be so much more. It can be this. Combos 1s have been, in this game, like, the best. For this, Combos 2 is not good. Like, you compare this to Sword Meat, pretty much the same, I guess. Same value-wise. And this, for Combos 2, it's not. So, it's just rarely I go into it. You know, it is pretty cool to bring back, this, stand, and then use Slash Shade from the grave. So I can have, like, a 21 and a 20. I mean, a 20 doesn't matter, but brings back 2 guys that are almost 20, well, 21 and almost. So, 2 big columns. I'd say it's pretty good. It's the only time I ever use Night Rose when I had that super play. It's a good play. I like it. But, again, it takes a fuck ton of counterblasts. So, I don't know if it's worth it. I only got the 2 here to fill up my G-Zone. And just GSS them a lot. That's what I did with this. When I had 2 with me at 8 cards, I stuck this GSS like all the time. And everyone's like, what the fuck? Why are you just GSSing Night Rose? I'm like, I guarantee you I won't go into it. And the days I do that, I never go into Night Rose. 1 Bandit run, 1 Ghosty. Bandit is when I have stuff in my grave, but only 1 combos I need like a Cannoneer. So I can like force people to guard a Cannoneer. You know, I've had people just not guard a Cannoneer. It's in the grave of a Bandit. And just bam, kill the guy, it's 11, I guess I'll hit you and stuff like that. So, it's fine. Like, it's only for that situation. If I already have, like, a Rook, and I don't really feel like Night Missing, like, there's nothing in my grave, I'll do that. Obadiah, I go into him a lot when I play Column Bard, not as much in this list, because, like, there are stuff I want in the grave. Like, this list, I might have to go into it more. Like, these guys I need in the grave. Like, I need those guys pretty bad. So, it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards I need in the grave. So if I desperately need them and I can't go into Night Mist for anything, I'll go into this. But it's not important. In the Column Bard list, yeah, because I need to bring back stuff with Column Bard. And then Column Bard is like this, pretty much. It has a turn. 1 Seabreeze, I haven't gone to it yet. It's just there. I mean, if you don't know what it does from Fire Collection, Combos 2, ditch a card. If your opponent didn't ride, last turn you're on 3, you can stride this. So like, if your opponent goes first and they don't ride for 3 for some reason. You just slapping this down by ride to grade 3. It should be in everybody's extra deck because there's so much room. It is what it is. And G guards, 2 screw, dark, and 2 Granblue. I've taken these out as soon as we get the light one. And I'll put in like, I'll probably play 2 light ones. When you guard with it, discard draw, because this thing sucks. I hate milling. I hate random milling. That's the reason why I'm not, like, nowadays not playing Rune Shade. Even though I'm posting this list because like it's what I know. Like Columbar, I still don't know if it's amazing, but I hate random milling, and I hate that this thing has it. I got excited because I'm like, this has an effect that's gonna be just mill 2. You don't need anything on the board. But playing it, don't mill. It's bad. You're gonna mill cards you don't want to mill. That's why this guy, he's not amazing. There's no really amazing Granblue starter, and he's like all you got, pretty much. And darts, whatever. I only got to use the resist effect once. I got to keep a Cutlass behind my Vanguard against the Thavis. It is what it is. It's Cray Elemental. It's the one I go into first for Pocker. And 2 screw. Putting cards in my hand to the graves. Pretty nice. Got 25, ditch 1. It is what it is. Like, he's great. Just ditch a 3 and guard for 36. And like, yeah, obviously he's gonna be light. I'm playing 5 G-Guards too. It's like, it looks weird, but toolbox. You need to, like, this deck, his best stride is this. He doesn't need to flip anything up, so you don't need to dedicate like 10 spots to a good stride. Like, I'm not playing Aqua Force, I'm not playing Chaos, I'm not playing Shadows, not playing anything that needs to flip a million things up, so I have room. And plus, many decks I probably would play 5 in. Like, these 6 should be in like most extra decks. Because you never know when your opponent just wants to, you know, be a dickhead, not ride. Or be an idiot, I should say, not ride. And like, whatever you need. Because there's going to be a lot of G-Guards coming out. And most clans are going to want to play the Cray Elementals because they're good so far. Better than most of the G-Guards that come out in Fire Collection. So it's, just play 5 for now, and if you have a deck that goes into like 10 strides, and yeah, maybe you probably should think about it. But I think it's fine. I think just having a toolbox, and I need 2 of these. The guard's a lot. You can ditch 3s and ditch like 1s and 2s. It's fantastic. Alright, so there's my Granblue deck. This is what I'm gonna stream a lot when I'm playing with people. My 7C stuff. I still don't know what's optimal for this deck. I want to say Rune Shade, but Rune Shade at this point could be anything. But there's no other good 2s in the clan really. Because Columbard defeats this deck's purpose. If I was playing Columbard a lot and I really wanted to play a deck with Columbard, I wouldn't play this deck. I'd play Night Rose. Night Rose has more pieces and it plays Grenache. This deck, I tried Grenache and it was just the worst because it didn't do anything but die, and I don't want things to just die. I want things to do things then die. So yeah, there it is. Just like, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you want to do, or just close the tab. I don't really care. But yeah, if you need like a simple deck to like top tournaments with, this is pretty good. Like I could easily top event with this. It's super consistent. And it's just using cards in your grave with dual purpose than cards from your hand. So you have a hand. I'll take it. That's good. Alright.